Welcome to Fit for Life with Karen, and I'm Karen, just in case you forgot. Today we're going to do something kind of the same and kind of different too. We're going to talk about the mind-body connection because they are connected. One affects the other, believe it or not. And without going into it too deeply, exercise is good for your brain. By now, I think most of you know that. It's true. It releases endorphins. These are chemicals that reduce your perception of pain. It doesn't take disease away, but it can alleviate it a little bit, at least the pain of it, especially what? Arthritis. So keep that in mind, because most of us do have it as we age. It's a disease of aging. Some call it an overuse disease. Anyway, so that's good to know about pain, isn't it? It also creates positivity and it reduces stress, and we all need that, especially for the last year, right? I think aerobics probably is the best type of exercise for this to happen, but any kind of exercise will improve your brain a little bit. There are exercises that are especially good for the brain. Anything that crosses over the midline of your body is good. There are two hemispheres in the brain, and when you do exercises like crossing over, or maybe doing exercises like this, it just kind of makes that energy flow better. It's all kind of abstract, isn't it? And someday we'll talk more about it. It's called energy medicine. And I've started doing these exercises, and I find that it does help. It relaxes me, and you're also getting a little physical exercises. So we'll keep all of that in mind. Keep that in mind. Anytime you see an article like an AARP about it, in fact, there's a good one this month about the mind and the psychology of aging. So be sure to read your AARP. It's one of the best magazines in the world for seniors. I really believe that. So why don't we just warm up a little bit? We're going to stand up. Oh, saying for the day, age doesn't matter unless you're a cheese. So keep that in mind. Can you get up without holding on? I'm going to come forward. Watch. We can do it this way, we could do it this way, or we can do it that way. See if you can stand up without holding on and pushing yourself up. Keep that in mind. Also, keep your posture in mind whenever you're doing almost any kind of exercise, unless it's forward moves like this, which we call reflexive exercises. Good. All right. I'm going to move a little bit to the side because I'm going to be swinging around a little bit. All I want you to do is this easy stuff. Good for the waist. It stretches the waist and the midriff a little bit, and your shoulders also. I mean, what could be easier than that? But you're moving. That's the important thing. So we'll go 1. And to soften those knees, that means a little bit of a bend in the knee. And we'll say 5 and 6. And 7, and 8. You do not have to move your head back and forth. You can keep it straight like this if you want to. All right, now this is an exercise that I saw on a video for seniors many years ago, and the man said we should do 100 of them, but we're not going to do that. Let's do about 10 of them. You're going to reach up. This warms the body up before exercise. Bend your knees and bring your arms way back. Isn't this nice? Oh, I love it. You can do it fast, you can do it slow, medium, all the way up, and come down. And up. That's 3. 4, if you feel discomfort or pain, you're going to stop. I think this is 6 at least. And 7. Now way up straight, if you can. Back. I keep losing count. That's 8. And 9, and 10. Could we do 100 of them? I don't know about that. Also, let's do a crossover exercise while we're up here, and it's also to warm your body up. So you're going to cross over. Now watch your balance. If you're a little bit nervous, make sure you stay closer to your chair so you can grab it, and you're just going to touch the leg. Touch the opposite leg. So it's opposing arms and legs, isn't it? 4, 5. Does the brain feel like it's better, brighter, sharper. Takes a little more than just this, doesn't it? So back and forth. We're crossing over the midline of the body. So these are the exercises that are good for the brain. So keep that in mind. Now we'll do just a regular warm-up. We're going to lift the knee up. So it's 1, 2. We're bending the knee. So what we're doing is warming up those knees. 5, 6. Easy stuff. 7. Let's see if we can do 10. And 9. Oh, hello over there. And 10. Good. Now you're just going to bend your knees. 1, watch out. You might have problems with your knees. It might not be so easy to do this. And if it isn't, just do a little one or just wait for us, okay? Good. Push down. Get a little upper body exercise in there too. Good for your arms. Wonderful. All right. Now what I'd like you to do is, I'd like you to do this crossover exercise we started with, but I want you to stay here and turn the head back. Good. Get a better stretch this way. And then swing around to the other side, kind of holding on in the waist area here. Turn your head if you can. I wouldn't worry too much about balance, but if that's a problem, just do this one like we did before. Try it again. Twisting, twisting. Good. And then to the other side. Great. So that's kind of easy. So I'm just kind of giving you a few extra things in between that come up as we exercise. I'm going to move back a little bit. Feet out. We're going to do another crossover exercise. So this is good for both the body, it's a good stretch, and the brain. Get those hemispheres talking to each other. Arms out, cross over and touch the knee, and up. Cross over, touch the knee. If you can't touch your knee, I'm sure you can touch the thigh here, right? This is 2 sets. This is 3 sets. I like this one. It's a really good stretch. Kind of like the triangle in yoga, isn't it? And cross over again. I lost count. But I know you're counting because you don't want to do this all day, right? Let's do 2 more. Do it slower if you want to. That's fine. Almost any movement is better than nothing at all. Okay. Grab some water if you have it. Always have your water ready. Today we're not using our weights or bands. We're not doing strength training today. We'll do it in the next class. We'll skip a day, and then we'll do it in the next class or the next day after that. So we do strength training twice a week. Today we're warming up. We're going to do some of those crossover exercises that are good for the brain, right? All right, now just keep your arms down by your sides. And you're going to bend those knees, and you're going to come up, and you're going to shift your weight to the front part of your foot and see if you can lift your heels up and balance there. So this is a balance and a strength exercise. I'm just throwing this in because we really should be doing something for our balance every day. So we're just going to bend those knees. If you have to hold on, that's okay. And lift. You're still strengthening the foot and the ankle and the lower leg. Try it again. And up and down. And the last stretch we're going to do next, lift those heels, is for your lower back and your spine. And up again. So practice this at home. You need to do it more than once a week. So keep that in mind. And down again. And one more. And see if you can stay there for a few seconds. Wow, I did it for a few seconds anyway, didn't I? All right, just kick out, shake those legs out a little bit. Easy stuff. You just kind of need to be reminded what to do next, right? All right, now make sure you're not out here, but nice and straight. Any leg, doesn't matter. I'm going to do this one first. Cross over and just come down as far as you can. Just let the body, the upper body, drop down. You can still keep your head up. You don't have to drop the head down like this, because for some people that makes them dizzy, right? So just drop down. Feel a stretch in the back of your legs and your lower back and your upper back a little bit too. Just a nice way to stretch. You should hold on for this one too, so keep that in mind. Now the other leg, you're going to cross it over and just drop down, and if you did this every day or every other day for a while, you'd notice you'd go a little bit more, a little bit farther down each time. That was fun, wasn't it? But let's do the opposite. Lift up, lift that arm right up. Think of tucking under or pushing those hips forward. Hold on, reach up for the sky, and let's go back. Just like a ballerina, right? Oh, we love this. Good. All right, drop that arm down. Gonna move in just a tiny bit. The other arm comes up. You might want to go to the other side of your chair if you need to hold on, right? You're gonna tuck under this whole pelvic area, tuck it under, come forward a little bit, then reach up and reach up for the sky and reach again, and we'll go back. Great. Let's sit down now. Take a little break. We're going to do the crossover exercises shortly. Maybe I could find something else for us that's kind of funny and interesting. This is a nice one. This is nice. A lot of them are funny, but this one is just nice. Everyone has a gift for something, even if it is the gift of being a good friend, just a good friend to someone. That's a gift, isn't it? And I'm sure all of you know people like that. And this is singer Marian Anderson. Remember her? In front of the Lincoln Monument, singing years ago, national anthem. All right, folks, are you ready? Easy, easy stuff. And all you're going to do is lift this up and cross over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a crossover. 6, 7, and 8. Let's do 10, 9. I think you're ready for 10 now. So that was kind of easy. All right, feet apart. Let's come forward. We'll do some spinal flexion. Come forward. You can clasp your hands, keep your head up if you have to. You've got to get that nice stretch in the lower back. I do it every day because I shouldn't say we all, but a lot of us have back problems with aging. The muscles get stiff and the bones get brittle, but we can do something about it. Very gently push back. 1, we're just doing stretches now. We're not doing another crossover yet. Back and back. How does that feel? Good. And 4. So I will intersperse with stretching. All right, now let's do another crossover exercise. This time you're going to kick. Find a comfortable place. You might have to slide forward a little bit. Straighten the leg, lift it up. And 2, easy. 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. So this is probably better for the brain than the body because it might even be too easy, you know. Let's do a couple more. Wonderful. All right, relax again. Let's lift one arm up. We're going to do a stretch again, but this time, take this hand, cross it over. So it is a crossover and a stretch together. So you're going to reach up, up, up. Let's get a nice stretch all the way down your side. Get rid of some of those, I hate to say rolls, but you know it's there. Reaching up. Now we have to do the opposite. So cross this arm over, hold on. That's why it's good to have arms on your chair. You can hold on here and stretch with them and against them. So you're reaching up, up, up. Doesn't this feel good? I think if we do enough of these, we'll be taller. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds good, doesn't it? Now let's grab the elbows, and I'm going to sit up nice and straight, feet flat, and don't turn the body, just pull across. And this is for the shoulder and the upper back. I know you can feel that, right? And let's do it again, and again. Yay, feels pretty good. See, if you go with this, if you go with the arms, you're not really getting that great a stretch. So you're stretching against the muscle that's static, that's not doing anything, right? Pull across. Let's do this. Hello, up, and all the way down, and up again. Way up, good. Wonderful. Okay. Now I'd like you to come forward, excuse me, feet apart. Take this hand. The other hand is holding onto the arm of the chair. See how far you can reach down. This is a little bit of a crossover. You're crossing the body, not the arm so much. Reaching down. See how that feels. If you want, you can let go of the chair. Stretch that arm up. A little bit of a challenge. You're not used to doing this, right? Good. And then we'll come back up slowly. Let's drop the chin down to relax those neck muscles because they get tense. They get tense when you exercise. All right. This arm, you're going to twist to the side first, holding on. Drop that arm down. Can you touch the floor or close to the floor? Reaching down. Now let go of the chair and see if you can get this arm up straight or as close to you as possible. It's not so easy, I know that. Wonderful. All right. And then we'll come back up. Now there's another exercise that's a little bit more complicated that is also a crossover exercise. And if you can't do this, if you don't think you can do it, don't do it. Just watch us first. Can you get your leg up like this? If not, suppose you could do it down here. Let's try it, all right? So bring the leg up. Your ankle is just above the knee. Now you know I'm talking about posture all the time too. So you're going to pull yourself up nice and straight. Doesn't that feel good? Yeah. Push inside of the knee, push down a little bit. But this is another exercise that's good for the brain, all right? So you're going to take this hand, just put it right down here. No, I'm sorry, hold on with the opposite hand. I had it wrong. But this hand is supposed to go to the bottom of the foot. Now, if you have a sneakers on or a shoe, just make sure you wash your hands later. This is a good one. And just turn the head. Can you copy this? Just keep looking at me to make sure you're doing this correctly, all right? And then this also has to do with energy medicine. You can look that up on your computers. It's very interesting. But it is a little abstract because we can't see energy, right? All right, let's try the opposite side. Let's see if I can do it right this time. Bring that leg up. I'm going to put both hands here and then pull yourself up nice. Doesn't that feel good? So you're holding on here. Now with this arm that's up here, or this hand, you're going to reach under the foot and see if you can pull that leg in a little bit more. Good. Try to get nice and straight and hold that for at least the count of 6. Keep that in mind too, or as long as you want, whatever. All right, so that's another energy medicine for your mind-body connection. All right, good. So as far as the spine itself goes, it can move basically in 4 different directions. Now we've already done spinal flexion, but let's do it again. Just drop forward, easy. Drop down, nothing to it. Good. How does that feel? Pretty good? So the spine can flex, and you can feel your back stretching. I know you can. The spine can also do something called extension. Let's pull those arms up straight. Your feet are flat. Pull the shoulders down for good posture, okay? Wonderful. Very gently push back. 1 and 2. And 3, and 4, and right away, I know I'm tightening the abdomen a little bit. It just feels that way. I think it happens kind of naturally when you do this kind of exercise. So we know the spine can flex, it can extend. In other words, we're straightening out that cervical curve in the upper back. You know, there's a roundness there. Well, this will flatten that out again, all right? Let's try another one that will flatten out the upper back. We'll call it another posture exercise. All right, just bring those arms up, bring your elbows back, and cross over. There's the crossover. Wonderful. So it's back and cross, back and cross, back and cross, back and cross. Now watch this. You're going to open up, make sure you have enough room, arms are straight, and you're going to go back. And then you're going to cross, bring the elbows back, and cross, straight, and cross, elbows. Wow, this is complicated. Try it again. So it's elbows bent, they're still bent, and then the arms are straight. But we're crossing over, that's the good part. Back, cross, straight, cross, back. So we're using our mind, at least it'll make us smarter. I'm holding the abdomen in, I can feel it, but make sure you're breathing when you exercise. That's really important. Let's do a couple more. So it's back and arms back. One more time. I'm doing this a lot because it's easy and I don't have to think, right? All right, let's try. Let's do one more crossover exercise, and then I think we'll end with a little relaxation, just to get our bodies relaxed, our mind relaxed. So what I'd like you to do is bring those arms up. You're bending at the elbow, and I want you to take that elbow and twist and see if you can touch it to your knee. You don't have to. If you can do it, fine. If not, you're twisting, so that's good. Here, and try to get that elbow to your knee, good. And then come up, try it again. Great stretch for the upper body, your waist, your hips, your upper back. All right, let's do a few more. We'll say 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So you've had some good stretching today, right? Good stretching, some strengthening, some energy exercises for both the mind and the body, which is important. So I'd like you to grab your water. I'm going to have a little sip too. Really important. I'm finding out more reasons to drink water every single day. Water also cushions your joints. And some of us have joint problems, right? Most of us have osteo or bone arthritis. There are 100 kinds of arthritis, and I won't even try to name them, okay? What I'd like you to do is maybe you could turn the lights down a little bit. If you have music you can put on quickly, and just sit back in your chair now. You don't have to have good posture. Do what you want with your legs. And just drop your chin down. Just let it come down. I know you can feel a nice stretch in your neck. Good. The back of your neck, your upper back. Now lift that head up slowly, slowly, and look up at the ceiling. Now we're stretching the front part of the neck, aren't we? Don't try to get your head back to touch your back. That would be dangerous for those small bones in that area. Now bring your head back up, looking straight ahead. Let's do the eardrop for the side of the neck. These are good for many things. I mean, you can do these just about anywhere. If you have a stiff neck, and then lift, and we'll just drop down to the other side. Good. Bring your head back up, and now I want you to turn your head. We'll do a little twist. Back, back, back. Good. And then to the other side. Great. Now this time, we're going to do some stretching with the breath. Sometimes it's called the yoga breath, the meditative breath, whatever. But you should be breathing while you're doing some exercises too. It's not just for yoga. So let's breathe all the way up first, up through the nose, and exhale through your mouth. As you exhale, just naturally you'll come down, relaxing the body, relaxing your neck, letting the head drop, and we'll bring the head back up. Just that breath alone will relax you. It's been proven. It can actually change the brain waves. Isn't that amazing? And it's such a simple thing, and that's why we're trying to get people more and more into yoga and meditation, especially older people. So keep that in mind. Breathing up through the nose again. You can sit back as you breathe out. And I'd like you to just stay there. I hope you can still hear me well enough. I'm pretty loud. Keeping that head down. Wonderful. We're going to stay there for just maybe a minute. Let's count a minute. We're not used to being still. We want to do something every minute, but we need to do this to relax and to refresh, to quiet the mind, and let the muscles relax too, especially. So let's take another breath together up the nose. Now, as you breathe up through your nose, ideally you should be pushing your abdomen out just a little bit. This does not happen naturally. You have to think about it. And when you exhale through your mouth, very gently let it go back, or you can just pull it in or even tighten it just a little bit. There are different variations of yoga breathing. To me, this is about the simplest. It's called diaphragmatic breathing or the complete breath. There's alternate nostril breathing. There's so many different kinds, but let's do ours together. Breathing up through the nose. Remember, expanding here a little bit, and then as you breathe out or exhale, and make that exhalation longer than the inhalation, you can just tighten that area a little bit, and then we'll bring the head back up again. Now, I'd like you to come forward in your chair. We're almost done. The time goes so fast. Hands on your knees for posture, and you can do this anywhere. People won't know you're doing it. Just pull up, kind of pull against your knees, pull those shoulders down. And if you want to just look around, make believe you're looking for a friend, they'll never know you're doing an exercise, right? We do too much of this, and you're going to hear me mention it 1,000 times. So we'll breathe up through the nose as we pull ourselves up. And as you exhale, you can round now, pull in. This is good for your core, isn't it? We'll come back up. And the thing I forgot to mention is we're going to do the last crossover. Give yourselves a hug. You did such a great job. Holding on, pull yourself forward. Now you can sit up straight. And now up, looking up to the ceiling. And thanks for joining us today. Hope to see you next time. We're going to do some strength training with your free weights. So don't be square, be there. Have a good day. Bye-bye.